Forget everything you think you know about love. Jesus did not just teach love, he embodied a radical, disruptive form of it that turned society upside down. This was not sentimental or shallow. It was a revolutionary love, one that healed divides, restored dignity, and unleashed transformation wherever it touched. And today, that same love has the power to change your life and reshape our world. So, what do we mean when we say radical love? It is not cliché, and it is not comfortable. Radical love is active, self-sacrificing compassion. It is Jesus touching the untouchable, dining with outcasts, challenging unjust systems, and forgiving even those who nailed him to the cross. This love demands personal transformation, not just outward religion. It calls us to lay down pride, resentment, and fear. Let me give you a glimpse of what this looks like in action. I have seen people who carried bitterness for decades suddenly set free through forgiveness. I have seen families torn apart by anger rebuilt through grace. I have seen communities once divided begin to heal because someone chose to extend unconditional acceptance. Even the smallest act of radical love, a word of kindness, a moment of patience, an unexpected embrace, can send ripple effects into a hurting world. This love is not weak, it is resistance. Jesus' love confronted oppression without violence and injustice without hate. It spoke truth to power and lifted the lowly. And today, in the face of division, inequality, and brokenness, radical love is still the most powerful form of dissent. It calls us to disrupt systems that crush human dignity, not with anger, but with courageous compassion. At the very heart of this radical love is forgiveness and acceptance. Forgiveness does not excuse harm, but it breaks the chains that bind the soul. Acceptance does not mean agreement with everything someone does, but it means extending grace and belonging to those who the world calls unworthy. This is where healing begins, in marriages, in friendships, in communities, and in nations. So here is the invitation for you today. Embody this radical love. Begin with your family, your workplace, your community. Choose compassion when judgment would be easier. Choose forgiveness when resentment feels justified. Choose acceptance when exclusion seems natural. Imagine a world where each of us lived this way, one act of radical love at a time. That is how Jesus transforms not only individuals, but entire societies. And it begins with you today. If this message spoke to you, I invite you to subscribe and join our faith community at hiswordsministry.com. Together, let us live out the radical love of Jesus and transform the world, one heart at a time.